Hey folks, and welcome to series number 9 on defense here with the game breakdown series, Cowboys versus the Bengals. If you guys remember the last series, I threw the interception on a one-play drive, so now he has the ball on my 33-yard line with 58 seconds left, trying to basically come back here. I do believe he gets the ball at the half too, so if he can make this a 14-24 game, gets the ball at the half, he can technically bring it within 3 points. After the next drive, right after the half here. So this is a huge drive for him after the interception. Let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see here, he is in an empty set. He's running empty with the tight end here. It looks like he's running a I don't know if it's a four vert with some hot routes or if it's levels play with some hot routes, but either way, basically what he's running here is he has a go, and a go, and then he has a dig route out of his tight end here and a shallow out of his number 2 slot to the right. So that's basically what he's running there. I am running a cover 3 out of the quarters. So quarters cover 3, essentially deep. Let's see, actually I think I do have, there you go. So I don't have to draw it. So looking at it here, guys, you can see what I mean. I've got my 3 hook zones here, my curl to flats here. I have them playing just to protect the sticks in this case. I don't have them worrying about hard flat, at least not yet. And then have my 3 deep here. So big places to attack for him would normally be the seams here, but because he's only sending 3 deep in this case, those should be no problem for me. My safety here should be able to help out or cheat a little to the right here to the strong side of the formation to be able to pick this go up, or actually, I'm sorry, cheat to the left here to pick this go up. And then we have one-on-ones on the outside, really, with the corners there. So we'll go ahead and run through this and see what happens. Really just looking at it, to me, the big, the seam routes are the most dangerous spots. Mainly because I'm in a quarter set, as I mentioned, and underneath this you can see I have 5 men in the zone. So these seams, or if they're running a little shallow flats, but they don't, they have this shallow route here. So that could open up for them. So we'll go ahead and run through it, and we'll see what happens. Let's get all that off screen real quick. So looking at it right now, everything's covered up. Shallow is, that's what he could hit. My guy's going to step up, make a tackle. He might get 4 to 5 yards on that. I don't know if he really wants that. He does have full timeout, so he doesn't have to worry about that so much. So you can see I'm playing center field here underneath. I should be stepping up here pretty soon here to pick up that dig route. Nope, I'm actually going with the seam route, and yeah, probably a good thing because I do have him sitting here. He's going to have to pass it off, so I'm trying to cut off. As you can see, my free safety stays deep center field here, so I want to cut this route off so he doesn't have any chance of throwing it. And he decides to hit the underneath shallow in this case. Makes a catch, gets himself a pretty darn good gain, obviously, as you can see right there. So 2nd and 8, so or 2nd and 2, it's an 8-yard play. So in that case, guys, I'm going to give myself a 1 on the play, 0 for play success, but 1 for doing my job, because really I did have to take away that deep route with my safety just staying in the middle of the field. Anything else I could have done there? I could have went hard flats. If I had done that, that probably would have negated this down to about a 3 to 4 yard gain as opposed to the 8. But outside of that, the reason I didn't do that is because I wanted to be able to cover this guy up a little bit better. I didn't want to have to do this if I didn't have to, but I still ended up doing it because these guys had to. Eventually, he had to drop off to cover that shallow route. So that'll do it for that one, guys. It's a 1-point play for me, so I'll have 50% on that case, and we'll see you with the next. Alright guys, play number 2 of series number 9 here. He is coming out now in a 2 tight end set with an ace back, 2 receivers. He has 38 seconds left now, and the clock is ticking in this case. So, as you can see, even with the 2 tight end set, normally I would go into a 4-4 or the 4-6 normal, or even a 4-3 and bring down a safety maybe, or just blitz my up front guys. In this case, I'm sticking with that quarters covered 3, so that does leave me weak versus the run here. Reason being, all I care about is not giving up that touchdown. All right, 38 seconds left. I can handle giving up. I gave him really good field position with that interception, so I can handle giving up 3. I don't want to give up 7 if I can help it. So really, that's all I'm playing for, is to run this clock out and stop the touchdown. So what he's running here is a misdirection. So essentially, everybody here is going to base block the man in front of him. He's going to take a jab step to the left in this case, cut back, kind of like a counter. It's basically the same thing as a counter. Only difference is you're not pulling guard or tackle in this case. So let's go ahead and run through it and see what happens. So really, he's in a good spot for the formation I'm in to call this. But like I said, I'm not worried so much about him getting a good gain on the run, which he does there, as you can see. But all I really care about is keeping him out of the end zone. So in this case here, I'm going to go ahead and look at as far as points. So yeah, it's a 0 for me. I do my job. There you go. I just end up getting blocked is all. But I did what I had to do, and I give up a big play on that play. So even though I do give up a big play, I'm going to go ahead and give me the, like I said, the 1 point, and I won't give myself play success, although to me this is really a success, just in the fact that I kept him out of the end zone essentially, which is all I care about in this case. So I didn't mind giving up this gain here. So again, guys, think about situation. All right. So I know I've pretty much given up 3 points with his field position, and I'm not worried about him getting yardage as long as he's not down inside the 1 at this point. So right now it is really just all about keep him out of the end zone, force him to run the ball. If I can force him to run, great, because that's just going to eat up the clock. So just always think about your situational defense in this case.